Alright, you fuckers. This is it's going to be a slightly different kind of video. It's directed more towards a specific person. Buddy of mine I served in the Marine Corps with. Flanders. Yeah, fucker, this one's for you. Obviously, that's not a real name, but anyone who's ever served in the military knows you get nicknames. And they tend to stick with you for the rest of your fucking life. That's just how it works, man. It's all done. It's all done out of love. Anyway, Flanders. Yeah, I'm still gonna call you that. He posted a video earlier, stuck behind an asshole driver, and that hit me, and it hit me deep. I felt his pain. I felt his frustration with this son of a bitch, and I can't blame him. I also get frustrated with shit drivers from time to time as well. I've, however, have learned how to control my anger through creativity. Now, what I'm about to suggest, before I get too far into this, I should mention Flanders, not his real name, does have a Twitch stream under Black Sheep, spelled BLAQSHEEP. We were in VMA 214 Black Sheep Squadron. So that's where that comes from. In case any of you are thinking it's something else just because it has part of a word in it. It's not. So shut the fuck up. Anyway, Flanders. Here's what I've envisioned. Alright? For these assholes that are driving slow, that brake check you, you know, that try to get around them, they speed up, they're just being dicks. I haven't worked out the mechanics or even the specs, because obviously it's not something you should actually do. But this is the kind of weird shit that my brain comes up with. So I don't know, it would have to be like a wheeled platform. Imagine what would basically be a hydraulic spatula attached to your car. All right, now obviously you can't drive around with a 12-foot fucking spatula sticking off the front of your car. That would make maneuvering in tight quarters irritating and difficult, and you'd be running into a bunch of shit. So it would have to be something that you could mount, I don't know, maybe on not casters, but have it mounted on wheels or something. What the hell is the name of that movie? In Speed with Keanu Reeves. They put them on like a little platform. Right? The bus can't slow down. So they put them on like this little wheeled metal platform and send him underneath the bus, and he's trying to disarm the bomb from underneath. Right? And that's how fucking long I've been thinking about this particular idea. I need to lock that. There we go. Not fucking wobbly anymore. So it had like the little wheels, right, and the little winch, and he fucking winched him, and he's all, oh, I'm under the bus now. What if you had some sort of hydraulics on that? It would have to be like multi-layer, right? So it would, and you could, I don't know, have a little joystick or something in your car that you would control it, wired remote. And I have to get with some airframers on this to work out the hydraulics, but it would have to be hinged, preferably on like the driver's side. All right, so you could flip your little switch and it would lower it to the ground, and then you just kind of move the joystick forward and watch it gets underneath the fucking other car, right? So you got your two little layers that's coming up, gets underneath the fucking car, and blah, flips like that, and just fucking flips flips them off into the ditch. I think that would be fitting. Of course, it would. You'd have to be living in post-apocalyptic Mad Max kind of, because I'm sure that would probably be frowned upon in a polite society. But yeah, so vehicular spatula. I think that would. I don't know. I like the idea. They got the like these weird little like control arms that are like V-shaped that sit in front of. On one side, it's like a new police vehicle kind of deal, and it's got like nylon webbing net in between, and you drive that up. So the V goes like underneath there, on the tire, and the net catches, and it tangles up and locks up the fucking back wheel. It's really hard to drive when one of the wheels is completely wrapped up and locked up and ain't moving. I mean, you can do it. GTA's proven that we can do it. You don't need all four wheels. As long as you got three of them, you're probably pretty good. And anyway, big flingy fucking hydraulic spatula. I just gotta get. I gotta call some people. See if I can actually get that to work. I mean, obviously there'd be a weight limit. You're probably not gonna flip a bus unless you really overbuild the shit out of it. But then it might not fit underneath your car. So I'll have to give that a little bit more thought. I haven't thought of the my vehicular hydraulic spatula in quite a while. But it might be time to revisit that particular idea. And in Flanders, it certainly would have helped you earlier, right? Guy keeps changing lanes, fucking slowing down. You try and get around him, he speeds up, just being a fucking dick. Spatula, fling that fucker off into the ditch. Problem solved. I mean, most cars have airbags now, right? It looked like it was of a year that had airbags, so he'd most likely survive, but he probably wouldn't do that shit no more, especially if I mean, there would have to be, I don't know, you gotta have like some kind of AI. Maybe I don't know, get a hold of Elon Musk, see if he can't work some. Isn't he working on that self-driving car? It's got to be able to make snap decisions and shit as it drives along. Maybe it can, decide whether or not you would be allowed to, because it would have to be, only under like certain circumstances. So maybe there's artful. Sometimes I just make up new words. Artificial intelligence car lawyer that you can download to your main car brain, and it can check all the local vehicle. I mean, obviously we'd have to pass new legislation for that. I think we could get it done with the crazy shit they're doing nowadays. Maybe we could sneak it into the fucking Green New Deal. Vehicular spatulas, right? They don't read that shit. No one knows what the fuck is in those things. It's like with fucking Obamacare when they're like, oh, well, we gotta pass it so we can find out what's in it. That was a crock of shit. That's literally, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Don't they have to know what the fuck kind of laws they're passing? I think that's a requirement. I don't know. I haven't read every constitutional law book, but I mean, if nothing else, even if it's not illegal, it seems like a dick move. It was a dick move. So they just shove a bunch of weird shit in there. We could get fucking vehicular spatulas shoved into one of those weird fucking bills. You know, add a couple thousand pages to it. No one's gonna fucking read it, and boom, hydraulic spatulas are legal to put on your car. I don't know. I love the idea. And seeing your video earlier, Flanders, made me revisit that glorious plan of mine to flip stupid people into a ditch, still in their cars. Yeah. And I told you it was a different kind of video. Anyway, it's a short one. I'm not rambling on and on and on about, well, okay, I am, but just on the one specific subject. So, I'm going to cut off here. Anyone has any suggestions for my hydraulic spatula for your car to flip shitty drivers out of the way off into a ditch? Maybe there should be a speed limit or something. I don't know. I guess you could articulate it, have it articulated differently or something. Maybe have like 2 outer arms and then 2 inner arms. So if they're really being douchey, you can, like, you know, if it's a front wheel drive car, you can articulate the front arms and lift the fucking drive wheels off and then just kind of slowly guide them off onto the fucking shoulder until you're going, you know, under 30 miles an hour, and then flip them. So now I gotta design some kind of a fucking grid, maybe a big fucking square around the outside, and then a 2 inner and 2 outer articulates so you can lift up the front or the back wheels, depending, right? So you can guide them safely to the shoulder, slow them down, and then flip them into the fucking ditch. Because, you know, you don't want to kill anybody. Not like that. I mean, not at all. Nope. That would be wrong. No, you don't. But, you know, they shouldn't be allowed to drive. I don't know. Who the fuck am I to judge? Anyway, I think we could actually get it done. I'm sure there's probably some legal ramifications to it. And again, I'm not advocating pre-legislative vehicular spatulas, but I think I'm going to start a campaign to legalize vehicular spatulas. But again, it's got to be, you know, there's got to be some kind of, because you can't just have any nutcase out there just flipping cars left and right. You know, there's got to be you probably should have to pass a psych test or something. I don't know. This kind of technology is too dangerous to fall into the wrong hands. So we'd have to, I don't know, rule it with an iron fist or 2 and start punching people or something. Fuck, I don't know. I lost track. What the fuck was I talking? Oh, spatulas. Yeah. Flanders, hydraulic spatula. Let's get with some airframe guys. And, you know, they worked with hydraulics and moving shit around. Let's call some of those guys and see if it's even feasible. I don't care if it's practical, because it's obviously not. But yeah, spatula. All right, man. See you fuckers later. That is short. It's only 14 and a half minutes. Wow. All right. I thought I'd go more in depth on the spatula. Nah, I don't want to get in too much trouble. Anyway, it's not like I'm monetized at all anyway, so what are you going to do, delete my channel? I do this shit for fun. And I'll just keep doing them. I just won't post them anywhere. Now, go over to fucking BitChute or whatever the other one is. Alright. Talk to you soon, Flanders. See ya.